We are with Melanie Williams. She pulled over in her car and she's ready to rock. So Mel, it's good to be with you. I call Mel my cheerleader because she from day one has just been just this awesome source of like love and just like pushing the values. Yeah. Energy and just pushing the values of DTG ever since she heard what it was about and saw the skull and everything. Like, I just couldn't help but, you know, fall in love with her because I saw her in Chicago and man, I was just like, who is this lady? I want to get to know her better, right? So Mel, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from originally? You're a down south girl, aren't you?
I'm originally from New Orleans.
Yeah.
I don't guess I have to say the state because everybody knows.
Yeah.
Louisiana. And I was born and raised there, and moved up to the Carolinas about 21 years ago now.
Oh wow! And how did you get involved, and when did you get involved in dental, like dental lab stuff?
Oh God, 1978.
Oh wow!
I answered an ad in the newspaper for the plaster bench. So it took me like 2 weeks before they would answer me because they had so many applicants for a job.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, and I was young, and so they had a flood, and in New Orleans had a May 4th flood, and it flooded the whole laboratory. About 3-4 feet of water because they're right on a canal, so they got flooded out. So I called them every day, twice a day, for 2 weeks straight.
Wow.
Monday through Friday, and I begged them for that job. So my old boss was John Otterer, which now it's Fister Otterer Lab
wow.
in New Orleans. And so he told me I was very, I guess I was aggravating because I aggravated him so bad. But he asked me if I came in and helped him tear up the lab and, help clean it up and everything, that he'd hire me. So he told me I was persistent. So I did. Went in there, and it took us about a month or so to get it up and running again. And from then on, when I got a little bit older, I wanted to bartend. I wanted to do all kind of happy, fun stuff. But they threw me all over the lab, so it kind of, I'll say threw me all over as far as plaster work, model work.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to do anything else because I was a girl. And so all the girls were supposed to do was either stack porcelain or wax.
Yeah.
So I guess I was lucky to get on a plaster bench as well because it was mostly guys did all that, and a lot of people from the service, military, worked in the denture department, and the crown and bridge department, and ortho, and so on.
Mel, would you say that things are different now from that type of thinking?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know how we always talk about our DTG, how we like to share and teach people. You always want to teach people stuff. Well, back then, nobody, and especially women, were just not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
The men, like you were, they were hoovered over everything. Like when I'd go walk in the finishing department or something, they would cover up. Everything was covered up. I mean, even the waxers who was teaching me how to wax, they wouldn't show me everything. But they showed me like how to carve around the teeth.
Yeah.
All the festooning, as they called it, then.
Mm-hmm.
No, they weren't going to show me how to do that. No way. I mean, so it was kind of like, hey man, I can't sit in one spot. I'm ADD. I can't sit in one spot.
Yeah.
So I just threw myself all over the place, and I thought they were going to fire me for a while, but I played softball really good. I played second base, so I was good. They didn't fire me.
Nice. Mel always survives, You are a survivor, Mel. And, another thing I've really been impressed with you is just all the things that you're willing to do for your friends. You're pretty much all heart, and I mean, just like a giant heart with some arms and legs, you know? So
I
like,
just wish the heart had money.
but yeah, doesn't always come with money. That's true. But
No.
my question is, Mel, is what shaped you into being a person like that? I mean, I know you've had some real hardships in your life and stuff. And so how do you remain positive in this industry and just as a person with so much going on like that?
Well, a lot of stuff I think has shaped me. I never had anybody to actually lean on. Like my mother she wasn't a very good person. My dad, he was my stepdad, but he's Philippine, and he took me everywhere, took me fishing, let me skip school. He taught me how to drive when I was 12. And then, they always throw me out of the house, and I was pretty bad. I mean, I was a bad kid.
Yeah.
And for anybody to put up with me, but I had the help of a lot of friends' mothers who I would go spend weekends at their house because I didn't want to go home, or I couldn't go home. They threw me out. I was 10 years old, So it, a lot of people have helped. And I know I always said since I was little that if I could ever help somebody, the way that I kept being helped my whole life, my entire life, that I would do it because I wasn't able to do it then, and I think I'm more as an adult able to at least put things together and try to do good for some, this whole world, it just sucks. I mean, this world sucks right now. And just keeping a door open for somebody, puts the biggest smile on somebody's face is unbelievable. But I've always done that. And I guess I just wanted to always be treated like everybody else was. My entire family passed away. So the only person there is left alive is my daughter, and she's 39. She lives in California, so I don't get to see her, hardly ever. So she's got her own life going on.
Well,
So,
Mel, you're an amazing person, and I know in our circles, just on social media and stuff, you've sure made a difference. You've just brightened everybody's lives, and so I really love that about you. And I think that if we could have more people like you in the world, then we'd be in a much better position. Someone with an open door and an open heart. So
they broke the mold though.
So Mel, in your work now that you're doing, are you mostly you're in removable, right? So you do a lot of denture work?
Yeah. I'm slow right now. I've only had my own place for about 3 years. Now, at the beginning, it was really good because I'm renting space from a Crown and Bridge lab. Okay. And the guy that owned, I don't know if you can see that or not, sorry. Oh, that's Dan Elfrin's texting me.
Oh, nice. You can't see it, but we love Dan.
Yeah. He me how to do something. I mean, he's a master technician, and he always is calling me, asking me how to help
I told you, Mel, people need you. I told you that. That's why they come to you.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Oh, you were just saying that you owned your lab for 3 years, and it was you rented space.
What had happened with the lab I was working for, they had a lot of issues, financial issues, so we had to go off payroll. So I had to do something, quick. So he taught me how to get this tax ID and to get things going, So I basically just took bits and pieces, like from different labs that are around here, my friends. Yeah. And I asked them, how do you do this? How you do that? And everybody kind of helped me out as far as the business end went. I ran Sykes Dental Lab for him, and I ran this lab I'm renting in now, but I never had one for myself, like things I had to do financially and business and professionally. So that still kind of gets me here and there. But the man that owns the Crown and Bridge Lab, he passed away 2 years ago. So a lot of the doctors, even though he wasn't making any of the teeth, the Crown and Bridge, his name, I guess, when he passed, all these doctors just like left the lab thinking, you know, so it's been a challenge to try to get these doctors back for at least just my removable.
Yeah.
So, but I do have 3 or 4 doctors that I've been having since 2001. So I've got those regular doctors, but as they find these cheaper, pop them out. Like I just did a reline overdenture today. Locators actually is what it was.
Okay.
And the doctor, he used to do all their work with us. Okay, so I'm doing this case for him. I forgot where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
That's
I was
okay.
looking behind. Well, I'm behind a gas station. So I'm kind of looking in the rearview mirror, making sure nobody pops up around me. So I'm sorry about that.
That's okay, Mel. Hey, this is what I love about you. You're just Mel. You're not trying to set anything up or like cushion anything. That we're just getting the raw Mel right now, and that's what I love.
Yeah, oh, you got that right. No makeup, no nothing.
Mel, what do you think is in the future for dentistry? Do you think some people say that the denture technicians are more needed now than ever? I mean, do you think that's true? I mean, that it's kind of coming back. Like for a while, Crown and Bridge was like the thing, and then now they're saying it's hard to find a good denture tech. Do you think that's...
Well, I'm sorry. I think this is my own opinion. Okay. From what I see, what I read, what I hear, I'm thinking that the reason these denture techs are starting to come back around like this year, probably, big time, is not because we're doing everyday press packing, injection, just our own major stuff we usually do. It's because of the hybrids that have just hit and ran. You know, these hybrids have just, they're out of control. They're running craziness.
Yeah.
And so, of course, the Crown and Bridge techs, you know, they getting in on it. They're learning how to set up now, but a couple of them have called me and asked me if I would set up for them, and then they would do the rest.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like, say, maybe the BDT thing, or, you know, set up the case for them, and then they'll do the rest on it. I know where I was going with that doctor now. When I did that reline on that case, that material, okay, that they're doing that whoever made that denture, that material, I don't know what it is. I'm getting a feeling it's either like an eclipse or I don't think it's IVACAP or anything like that, but it's cheap. So the doctors are going for cheap. And the ones that I have stuck with me, and I know that they send some stuff to other labs that are faster, cheaper. You know, I talked with somebody yesterday. They send all their removables offshore. He says, well, I can get $130. I mean, I can only get $130 for my denture. So I'm going to send it offshore and get it cheap and, you know, give it to the doctor. And I said, do they know that you're sending it to freaking China or whatever it is?
Yeah.
No, they haven't asked. I worked for that lab for 11 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't charge $100 or $99 for a denture.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, Mel, I think what you're talking about is really becoming like an epidemic, you know, everywhere. I think nobody's blind to that fact now, is that everyone's going, I think, across the board in all businesses, if something's faster, cheaper, or you can have it sooner, that's the direction everything's going in. But would you agree that every time you go faster and cheaper, then at some point you're losing out on quality? I mean, do we agree on that point?
Oh, yeah. I think very much they're losing out a lot of quality.
Yeah.
Because these people are in a, what do you call it, a lot, you know, what's the word for that, where everybody just sits and does one thing and it passes to the next.
Yeah, like an assembly line or a production line. Yeah.
Correct. And I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't give somebody, the patient, shoddy work. When I do Missions of Mercy, they get my top of the line, you know, well, that's all I do. I don't have basic economy prices, nothing. It's one price.
You get the full Mel every time. Yeah. Hey, Melanie, that really is a shame too, to hear anybody trying to push you to lower your prices or whatever. I mean, I was there and saw your first round, you know, your first round of the DTG, the World Mixed Dental Arts competition, which you entered and bravely were there up there, and you did your thing, and man, I'll tell you what, that is not the work I saw you do. That's not $130 denture, you know, that's not it's not like what I saw the work you could do. So it would be sad to me to think of you working somewhere where you just, you know, got treated as any less than you deserve, because the work, you know, has to be able to equal the value, you know?
Exactly.
And so...
And the materials. I mean, the stains and stuff to do. Nobody in North Carolina, I mean, if you find in these people, you know, if you find in these doctors, you better hang on to them, because there's a lot of us here in North Carolina, you know that,
yeah,
different part of the state who live here, who are DTG or affiliates, that can't even do the crowns like you want to really do copy of nature.
Yeah.
The doctors won't go for it. They won't pay for that.
Yeah.
They don't care. They just want to stick it in the mouth and go. You know, that's all they want to do. And I almost say, thank God I'm 60 now, because I've only got a few years left of it, that I have to really, really worry about it, trying to get, I don't know, my doctors, they still pay me for what I do. If they want extra, they know they're going to pay extra for it, but they also know I'm the only one doing it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to call and go through 16 people to get to one person and then not know who dropped the ball on something.
Yeah.
You know? So it's still worth it to them, thank God, and I still have them, and I cater to them.
Yeah.
You know, because they're good, and they're good people.
Yeah.
They like me like I am. I can go in there in shorts on and sit there and have a meeting with them. They don't care, you know.
Yeah. Well, Mel, I would say that's your best trait, and I think that's your best business angle that you can have. It's just because you're Mel. I think they work with you because you're Mel. You know, they can't get the service or the personality. And I think, honestly, the way that a lot of us will survive this are our relationships that we have. Just like that. If someone appreciates you for you, and they appreciate all that love and stuff you put into your work, they'll stick with you just for that. I really do believe there's still dentists out there that care enough to do that and don't just go for price. And you're right, you just have to be able to find those people. Or in the case of DTG, we're trying to create a platform where the doctors know where to come and look for technicians that care about that, you know. And
I pass that on to a lot of the doctors too, especially mine. I give them, you know, the site to go to, and I tell them, go look on this page. I have a doctor I ran into at the Missions of Mercy who does Swiftident, you know, who wants all this beautiful work. He's been sending it to someplace in Georgia, and now that, no, not Georgia, Arizona. So I gave him Arian's name for the telescopics because he was asking me, we got to talking about it. So now he's got his name and number, and I told Brian Carson about, you know, because there's, you know, I'm not the one just looking for work.
Yeah.
I know I can't do work like that. Are you kidding me? Arian's like freaking master, you know? Why not pass this man on to him and help them both out?
Yeah.
I'll still be the person who introduced them.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Mel, that's great. To me, that's the beauty of the group, is we can pass them along to our friends that we know, you know, and I do that too. You know, if someone asks me to do something, I go, whoa, I'm not a specialist in that area. There's no way I'd be able to make that for you, but here's 2 or 3 references you can call right now. And if something works for you, and that's how we can help also bring awareness to what we do, is just, you know, we connect everybody together and just make it a win-win for everybody, you know. So
you're exactly right.
Anyway, Mel, I know that you have stuff to do, and I don't want to take up your whole afternoon, but I want to thank you for your time and just tell you this has been a pleasant 20 minutes, it looks like.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I called you. I'm thankful for your time, and I just don't want to take up more of your time, but I love talking to you. I could talk to you all day, but I know you got stuff to do. Yeah. It was nice of you to pull over and have this time with me. So I appreciate you, Mel, and I love you, and just want to say thank you for doing this today.
Germany won.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I won't be able to make that, but I'm going to tell you, that is going to be so good for our brothers and sisters on the other side.
Yeah. Thanks, Mel.
That's going to be awesome. Man.
Thanks. We've been planning that for a long time, so we're really excited about that. And yeah, we just want to be able to have everybody in the world participate in what we're doing, and bring awareness to the quality handmade restorations. And so thank you for playing your part in that, Mel. We love you, and thanks again for your time.
Hey, see you in Chicago next, right?
Yeah, I think that's the next show, so I'll be seeing you there.
All right.
Okay, Mel. Have a great day.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.